Well, one of the heroes of this Sri Lankan team, Arvinda Desilva. Warm welcome as he came out into the ground, but you get the feeling that it's not quite getting to the desperate stage, but well bowled by Heath Street.
Well, that was exactly the ball that both the bowlers should be bowling at. To the left-handers, the one pitching on the off, some coming in slightly, taking the thick inside edge and bowling him.
Not while Arvinda plays shots like that. Fabulous, just short of the length, over the top, 6.
That is absolutely the best of Arvinda Desilva. He played an innings in England last summer in the Benson Hedges Cup final when he gave the Lancashire bowlers some terrific hammer. And one of the features was these short of the length deliveries that he picked up and pulled away over square leg and mid-wicket. And the timing and the balance, the execution of that shot is a delight to watch. Zimbabwe might have to think about a field change here. They've got 6 offside and 3 leg side. Gurusinha's getting a long way across his stumps, looking to work the ball into the mid-wicket and square leg area.
Unbelievable attempt. Charlie Locke throwing himself at that. And that really was one of the pieces of fielding of the whole tournament.
That was a fantastic effort from Locke down at long leg. Gurusinha has hit this full pace and flat. And Locke takes off, both feet off the ground. That ball's going at a tremendous pace. If you don't pick that up on the television screen, I can assure you that Gurusinha's hit it out of the screws.
Up in there that time, just clear as well, and it's through for 4. And this is phenomenal stuff. But that bit of fielding from Charlie Locke, I mean, technically it's a catch, but... and it looked like he caught it, but just as his shoulders and body hit the ground, it just shook it out. Big hit straight down the ground. Won't be 6, but should bounce to the boundary for 4. And real pressure on the Zimbabweans here. Stephen Peel, the off spinner, just floating it up. Gurusinha going with the flight of the ball and hoiking it over mid-off for 4 runs.
That was an excellent shot by Gurusinha, coming down the pitch and hoiking it over the long off, the mid-off really, and 1 bounce or 2-3 bounces to the boundary.
A strange action, Stephen Peel. He did that last little delivery with the hand. Off the back foot, puts him away behind point. Gurusinha taking some toll of some loose bowling. This is a left and right-handed combination, making the umpires and the field work overtime. Down the ground, it was on the cards. That should be 6. It's got enough carry, it is 6. Beautifully struck by Gurusinha, hitting with the wind. Peel just floating it up to him, not a great deal of work on the ball, and you really had the feeling that Gurusinha was waiting for that delivery.
Once again, Gurusinha coming down the wicket, a full pace of the bat, and hitting it right over the bowler into the stands for 6.
Lovely looking shot. Vintage Desilva.
That's the shot of the match. That's the perfect cover drive, perfect example for any youngster watching, loves this game. But right on top of the ball, he's moved across. I've only just see that. It's perfectly played between the gap of 4.
And while Desilva's going like this, they'll be going like that. Monster shot from Gurusinha, and it's 6.
That's an effortless shot. He just waited that ball too short and too slow for him. Just was waiting for the ball in position to flick it over mid-wicket. He didn't have to even hit it over square leg. He just, with a lot of comfort and ease, a lot of elegance in that shot. Turning around, playing it straight into the sands. Look at that. Absolutely marvelous. Treat to watch.
First bad ball, and he gets punished. He's got to try and eliminate that if he's going to keep them afloat. But Sri Lanka move on after 20 overs, 114 for 2. That's over the top. The men out are square and behind. That's right over the top, and it's another 6 for Gurusinha.
That's a marvelous shot. Went parallel over the ground into the fence. And that again was well pitched up delivery to him. And Gurusinha was right in position to play that shot. A gentle medium pace. We're bowling with mid-off inside the circle and hit with so much of ease. And Gurusinha has definitely delighted the crowd. Has played some lovely cricket.
And the Sri Lankans have an unerring knack. Whenever a new bowler comes on, they welcome him in no uncertain fashion. And it's happened again. Half century and 72 deliveries. 3 sixes, 4 fours. And there's the century partnership. And they've done a terrific job.
Definitely, they got Sri Lanka into commanding position with some lovely batting.
So evenly distributed. Desilva getting the lion's share early on, and now Gurusinha taking up the challenge. Silva on 46. He's got that away, and that could well be his half century. Indeed it is. Wonderful, wonderful batting.
And that's a superb 50 by Arvinda. The class shows that wasn't a bad ball. It was a good length delivery. Pitched well up to him. He improvised his strokes. Just went back on that delivery. Just look at that. Pitching perfect length. Just improvising on it. Placing it past point.
2 all. That's gone in the air. But right between the two fielders. That's another 6 for Gurusinha. His 4th 6.
That's a loose delivery. A full toss, a juicy full toss. A gift accepted by Gurusinha. Goes down on one knee and backs it over mid-wicket. It was Arvinda Desilva who took the mantle in the beginning, and now it's Gurusinha who's got on the job.
And again, hasn't really timed that perfectly, but it's good enough, just over the ropes. Sean Davis, the man at long on, he went in initially. Perhaps if he stayed back, he'd had a better effort at it. But that's the 5th 6 for Gurusinha.
Another beautiful example. Just going down on the wind feet. Trying gliding that one up. Again, beautifully hit over long on. It's carnival cricket out here.
And we're going to have a third umpire decision from square leg. We think that the umpire at the bowler's end has turned down the LBW appeal. Mahmood Shah and the umpire at square leg, Steve Dunn. Have a look at this for a sharp bit of work by Andy Plough. Well, that's going to need a second replay, I think. We've got a... Well, I reckon there's enough doubt there for the umpire to be able to say not out myself, if there's benefit of the doubt.
Yes, I think the umpire did agree with you, Mark. Certainly there was a lot of doubt there, and the batsman, Desilva, getting the benefit of that.
The Sri Lankans have imposed themselves upon Zimbabwe. They threatened to do it so often in Australia and managed to on occasions in the recent triangular tournament there when they performed very creditably. And look at that. It's a wonderful shot. 6 more. This time from Arvinda Desilva, making enough room there to get his arms at the ball, getting down the pitch with his feet, and really lovely timing over wide long on.
Great striker of the ball. This is a coming down the wicket, playing that right over the long on boundary.
And that's almost the best of the lot. It really is the most wonderful clean strike. He's got his hands through the ball, wonderfully straight bat, and Gurusinha is on fire here at the Sinhalese Sports Club.
A glorious shot there by Gurusinha, absolutely spectacular. Coming down the pitch, a full flow, completing it in great style right onto the side screen.
And that's out. Yes, that is out. Can't imagine what happened there to Gurusinha. He just seemed to be strolling it. Well, that's a lazy run, and he's missed out on the real opportunity there. A really good innings come to an end. What a desperate disappointment for Gurusinha. He seemed to hit that nicely. Set off on the single. Halfway down, he thought he had no problem. The throw came in, missed the stumps, and he stripped the bails off. Well, that's a great disappointment. 87 and a really good innings from Asanka Gurusinha. We saw an array of strokes all around the wicket, off front and back foot, and some terrific strikes over the top. He's in front of his home crowd, as Ranjit Fernando just told you. Couldn't have been happier. Sri Lanka, 195 for 3.